Welcome back to Five Ever Timepieces, where we celebrate the artistry, craftsmanship, and innovation of the world's most iconic watches. I'm your host, Chris, and today we're diving into Rolex, the crown itself, and what 2025 might have in store for us. From the legendary Submariner to the coveted Daytona, Rolex definitely knows how to keep us on the edge of our seats. Now, if the rumors are true, this year could bring us some of the most exciting developments in recent years. So, whether you're a collector, an enthusiast, or someone who's just curious, this episode is for you. Let's get started. Now, before we talk about 2025, let's take a moment to appreciate Rolex's legacy. Founded in 1905, Rolex has been at the forefront of innovation for over a century. From creating the first waterproof wristwatch, the Oyster, in 1926, to the perpetual rotor in 1931, they've always led the way in horological advancements. Fast forwarding to 2024, Rolex gave us um, quite a few subtle but meaningful updates. Just take the Daytona, for example, the new movement, the caliber 4131, with the skeletonized rotor and polished bridges. This added a level of refinement even the most seasoned collector of Rolex didn't see coming from the brand. Then there was the Submariner, maintaining its status as the quintessential dive watch with its timeless and robust Rolex engineering. But here's the thing, in this industry, Rolex rarely follows trends. They typically are the ones who set them. So, what could 2025 bring? Let's break it down. First, let's dive into the Submariner. Over the years, it has evolved subtly, but its core identity remains unchanged. However, there are a few whispers about some game-changing updates this year. One of the biggest rumors are the gradient bezels from Rolex. So, like, imagine a Submariner bezel that shifts from like a deep blue to black as the light hits it, invoking like the ocean's depth. And it will remain the rugged elegance that we love to see with the Submariner, but adding just a little bit of a modern flair to it. Let's talk about a few materials of Rolex. The Yachtmaster 42 introduced us to the RLX titanium back in 2022, and Rolex might extend this lightweight metal. You know, once again, they might lend it to possibly the Submariner lineup. But just imagine for a second taking the subs legendary underwater performance and pairing it with the wearability of titanium. It could be a game changer for professional divers and collectors, but hey, you know, and don't rule out a new complication, something subtle like a helium escape valve redesign, or even them revamping the power reserve to extend, the functionality on deep sea missions. The Submariner story is far from over. Let's just say that. Now, with the Daytona, Rolex's crown jewel of chronographs, last year's updates brought us the updated caliber 4131 and a design refresh, but Rolex is never one to rest, you know, with the possibility for 2025 being one possibility being the a slimmer case profile for the Daytona. Now, while the Daytona is already compact and quote unquote elegant, shaving off even a fraction of a millimeter of this the shape of this watch, it could make it like the ultimate everyday chronograph. Another possibility is a broader use of ceramic bezels. Now, you could imagine like a full ceramic bezel on a steel model, but a full one, it's definitely something that's going to be bold, but it also makes like logical sense, like to where it could be something that it could be aesthetically appealing, but Rolex could also increase the durability of the watch by doing so. It's a way to bridge the gap between luxury and performance. Oh, and here's a thought. What if Rolex introduced a new dial color or a texture? The recent meteorite dials were a hit. But what about something like the sunburst bronze or even brushed titanium finish to complement the bezel? The Daytona, I feel, would be like the perfect platform for experimentation for 2025, and we could possibly see Rolex push the envelope here with this model. Let's switch gears a little bit. Let's discuss how you can navigate the gray market. Now, whether you're looking for the latest release or a hard to find vintage piece, the gray market is often part of the conversation. So it's no secret that Rolex's popularity has created like a thriving secondary market, but navigating the gray market can be tricky. First off, let's clarify what the gray market is. These are just sellers who deal in watches, but they aren't authorized dealers. The upside to this is that you can possibly find pieces that are otherwise sold out or discontinued. The downside of this situation with utilizing in gray market is that there's always the risk of running into pieces that have inflated prices, an incomplete set, a Frankenstein watch, or in worst case scenario, a counterfeit. Now, that's exactly why it's crucial. It is crucial to use, reputable sources like us here at Five Ever Timepieces. So when I'm sourcing watches and I'm selling watches, authenticity is definitely the top priority from full sets to sitting in on a thorough inspection of the watch. I like to make sure that every piece meets like the highest standard as if I was an AD. So whether you're after a brand new Submariner or a Datejust, you know you're in good hands when you use a reputable third party reseller. My advice: always do your research, check the seller's reputation, ask for detailed photos, and always insist on proper documentation. Now, if something feels off, um, trust your instincts. It's better to miss out on a deal than either paying way too much or get ended up with a situation that could possibly be either a Frankenstein or complete counterfeit. Now remember, a watch is more than an accessory. It's an investment. Now let's speculate here a little bit about what could possibly come. Because it's half the fun of being a Rolex fan, right? Could we see an entirely new model from Rolex here in 2025? Who knows? Rolex has always catered to professionals, divers, pilots, scientists, and explorers, but in a world increasingly focused on technology, and sustainability, what if Rolex launched a high-tech professional watch? Picture this: GPS sync timepiece with solar power movement. Hey, it's not too far-fetched. Not only would it appeal to modern adventurers, but it could also signal Rolex's commitment to innovation in the face of a changing world. Now, Rolex has dipped its toes into smart tech before, like utilizing like smart technology, but always with a traditional twist, a high-tech hybrid model. Think classic aesthetics with cutting-edge functionality. That right there could attract a new generation of enthusiasts while staying true to the Rolex roots. Of course, this is all speculation, but one thing's for sure is that if Rolex decides to go this route with using smart tech, it will definitely set the standard for luxury tech watches. So what do you guys think? What do you think Rolex has in store for 2025? Will we see gradient bezels, titanium subs, or even possibly a new model altogether? And I got another question for you guys. How do you guys navigate the gray market? Let me know your thoughts. I would love to hear from you. And remember, if you're looking for your next luxury watch, trust reputable sources. I will be more than happy to assist you here at Five Ever Timepieces. And I will take the guesswork out of buying and selling for you. Just, guys, be sure to just follow me here on social media for any updates, insights, discussions about the watches we love, all that. As always, stay timeless. This is Five Ever Timepieces, and I'll see you in the next episode.